Guerneville is a small, unincorporated town in Sonoma County and a vacation destination for many visiting Northern California. The Russian River flows through this picturesque landscape and attracts tourists throughout the summer. The river also has become a gathering place for those facing homelessness. Its homeless population is 4 times the per capita rate of San Francisco and 3 times the national average. A winter shelter program exists at the local Veterans Hall, but there is no shelter offered during the rest of the year. Sonoma County officials are planning a permanent homeless shelter, but that could take several years to open and won't solve all the problems. Meanwhile, encampments along the river are increasing and tension is building in the town.
But I know there's a lot of anger in the community, and I think it's misdirected. There's good, bad in every population, whether they're homeless or not.
At a town meeting in January of 2016, residents expressed their displeasure with a number of homeless individuals in their town and pressed county law enforcement to crack down on the homeless. Rumors circulated that the homeless were being brought in from other towns, and a recent string of structure fires in the community increased distrust of the homeless population.
A lot of the merchants here believe that if you provide services for homeless, that the services are going to attract more homeless people to come to Guerneville. That's one belief. Another belief is that they're going to affect tourism.
A determined group of volunteers and nonprofit agencies joined forces to address concerns and support homeless individuals through a program called Clean Day. One of the goals of the effort is to connect the homeless population to the community, leading to mutual understanding.
The VA comes out for my veterans. We've got St. Joseph's Healthcare comes out. We've got several people that do lunches for people in here, and I have canned goods and dry goods for them to take with them. And they got to go through, a garbage can to get something to eat? It's not humane. So that's why we do what we do.
Many people find themselves without shelter due to rising housing costs and an inability to pay rent, especially after a crisis, such as losing a job or facing a serious healthcare issue.
My name's TJ. I'm a veteran. I got in a pretty bad car wreck, and from there I met a person through Vet Connect, and they helped me with my housing. I've been off the streets for 3 years now.
We find that everybody who uses these services, up to 85%, are long-term generational people from Guerneville. And if we provide services for them, they'll be more healthy and well and able to function in society.
We can house people in a shelter facility for about $15 a day. That's the average cost to keep them in a place that's warm and safe. It costs you over $300 a day to keep one incarcerated, and if it's in the hospital, it's at least $4,000 a day. We have to work together to fix it. And it can do it. It just takes willingness.
One issue being addressed by the Clean Day Coalition is the accumulation of discarded clothing, bedding, and garbage near the riverbank. When the river floods, the trash winds up on beaches or in the ocean. But a new volunteer group called the Clean River Alliance is cleaning up the riverfront with help from the homeless. Friendships are being formed and understanding is growing.
Last week we went out and we collected over 2,000 pounds of material that they actually got out of their camps for us. We just drove up to the area in which they were camping, and we didn't have to go in and get any of this stuff or handle it. It was already bagged, and we put it into the trucks, took it to the transfer station, and we weighed over 2,000 pounds just last week.
When we got this up and running on every Thursday, there was some concern that we'd get a lot of backlash from the community, and especially being close to downtown. So there was some resistance at first.
Many in the community are still wary of providing services, feeling it would encourage the homeless to stay in the area instead of moving on to other places. The goal of overcoming fear of the homeless is a work in progress.
And I did go to a meeting once, and they said, well, put them on a bus and send them out of town. But I've been most of my life, 72 years, most of it has been right here in the West County, 43 years. I never thought I'd be homeless. Never thought I'd be homeless, but I have been.
So one of my projects that I'm trying to work on is cleaning up the town, using the homeless to help me do that. And we're working on that on Mondays now to come out and help to make it nice and neat and show that the homeless can be part of the solution and not part of the problem.
And actually, some of the business owners have come to our site and been supportive with services and food and other donations like that. So it really has somewhat helped bridge the gap in our community, from my perspective.
The volunteers have hope that their efforts and those of an understanding community will make a difference in the lives of those who need help the most.
There is progress. It is a really nice feeling to know that things can change.
We're able to have more education with the public so they understand what homelessness is, what it takes to get homeless out, and that we're really on the same side as the public is to help the homeless get off the streets and have a normal life.
With Clean Day, we are able to bring people together, and it's just that little bit of hope and that little bit of compassion that we're still here, we still care. We realized that something really could be done, and we did outreach and brought everybody together. So connecting with others and getting them on board has just been incredible.
The Clean Day team continues their work to build a community based on understanding and compassion. To learn more about Clean Day volunteer opportunities, visit Sonoma County Vet Connect or the Clean River Alliance on Facebook. This project was funded in part by Sonoma Health Action.